Good goes everybody, because they will be playing a game called Danganronpa SE, Twilight of Geras or Jeris. Twilight of Jerry, I don't know. Let's go. I don't have my glasses today. It's the first day of April. Students all across the country are preparing for the first day of the new academic year. Some students are about to go to elementary school or junior high for the first time in their lives. For many, this is an exciting or stressful time, but a small group of extraordinary students are preparing for what might be the most important day of their lives. Those students are about to have their first day at Ceres Academy, the most prestigious institute in the country, a government-supported school that brings in the top students from all around the country each year. While it started off as a relatively standard school when it was conceived, and soon changed when Ceres Academy launched the Ultimate System. Under the system, only a small handful of students were admitted each year, but those who were accepted were given the best education possible and would be elevated to elite status once they graduated. The Ultimate System was so successful, in fact, that it became widely used all across the world, with Ceres Academy at the center of it all. Despite that, there's only a limited number of schools around the world, with most countries only having one. That, combined with extremely low number of students that get accepted on a yearly basis, makes getting into an Ultimate Academy almost impossible even for talented individuals. Due to the exclusivity of Ceres Academy, most people will never get to see the inside of this landmark. That is why I'm writing this exclusive report on life at Ceres Academy, to show what life is like in the most prestigious school in the world. Hey, you got it the second time, nice. And since this is my personal account, it's best if I introduce myself right. My name is Mari Choji. I'm the ultimate journalist. To be specific, I specialize in investigative journalism. I've been writing since I was about 11. I started during my first year of middle school, writing small articles for the school paper. Not a fantastic example of what an ultimate student should be, not famous or particularly social, and I never excelled in school either. There have been ultimate students in my family before, like my father, but we aren't particularly well off or anything. Even though what? Your father is an ultimate and you're not well off or anything? Then what was the point of Ceres Academy? Okay. Even though I always tried my best to live up to everyone's expectations, so does that mean that it does not guarantee success after all this Ultimate System program? Even though I always tried my best to live up to everyone's expectations, I never actually thought I'd make it to Ceres Academy myself. But that's enough about me. Although there's one last thing that I should mention. I'm attending Ceres Academy to guard with my best friend Misaki Usagichi. This year, Ceres Academy held a lottery to select one random student to be the ultimate lucky student, and that ended up being Misaki. Okay? And that's where I left off. I don't know where to go from there. Oh man, you barely wrote anything. Aren't you the ultimate journalist now? Shouldn't you be good at this? Besides, most of that was just explaining Sarah's stuff. Shouldn't you write something more about yourself? This memoir is about you, after all. Hey, I never said it was gonna be a memoir. The story is about life at Ceres Academy, not about me. It's about your life at Ceres Academy. You shouldn't be so scared to be the center of attention for once. You're always writing about others, but this is your own life you're writing about. No one's gonna care about your story memoir thing if they can't get attached to you. True. Think about it, the best reviews follow someone around, like Anthony Bourdain and Uncle Mike. It's not really a review though. Now you wrote even less about me. I got like 2 sentences and nothing more, even though I'm your best friend and I'm super duper awesome. We're not that important to the story though. We're very important to the story, it's about us after all. I mean, it's mostly about you, but still. You shouldn't be writing it like it's an article. Treat it like a book or something. Give me a break, it doesn't help that I'm on edge right now. Let's just focus on getting to school first. What time is it? Let's say it's about 8:12. That means we missed our stop about 10 minutes ago. We missed our stop? Don't laugh. This isn't funny, we missed our stop. You totally fell for it. Come on, seriously? Jeez, Mari, don't get so mad. We're gonna be right on time. I wanted to get back at you for dragging me out of bed so early. Someone had to do it. You'd show up an hour late otherwise. I'm never late. The world just operates on a different time than I do. So, what's the entrance ceremony like? It said something about that in my acceptance letter, sorry. Why are you asking me? We got the same orientation guide. Oh, I didn't read the orientation guide. It was like 100 pages, and I knew I could rely on you for a quick recap. You had 2 months to read it. No, I didn't. I didn't even find the invitation letter thingy until last week. I don't check my mailbox that often, so I got smushed in between all the junk mail. Is that why you only told me last week that you got invited, because you never read the letter until then? Yeah, what did you think? I thought you just forgot to bring it up. I'm not sure which is worse, honestly. It always amazes me how carefree Misaki is, so she's lucky. This is the most important day of my life, but for her it seems like it's just another day. She never aspired to be an ultimate and only got in on sheer luck. I hate to say it, but I'm a little bit jealous. Although I suppose there aren't a lot of job opportunities for an ultimate lucky student. You know, Mari, it's funny. We're going to school together on the bus. Just like when we were kids. It's definitely a nostalgic feeling. And you still got the same bag you've had since middle school. Wait, is she holding her hair? Oh yeah, she is. Of course I do. It's part of my brand and it's cute. It's gonna be a lot more fun than middle school, right? I don't want to deal with another 4 years of algebra and history. I'm pretty sure we got a lot more freedom here. There's standard classes, but most of your time will be spent developing and enhancing your existing talent. How am I gonna get better at being lucky? Are they gonna make me play slots all day? Or maybe blackjack? Of course not. You're probably gonna have the easiest time out of anyone there, though. You could just mess around for a few years and get a degree. Although they're still standard testing, so you can't slack off completely. Well, who knows? If there are multiple choice questions, I might just guess them all correctly. I am the ultimate lucky student after all. Please don't get cocky already. You're right, I don't want to end up like one of those douchebag ultimates you see on TV. Anyways, we should probably get up soon. We're almost at our stop. Oh yeah. This is it. There's no turning back now. This is the start of my life as an ultimate student. It's undeniably scary, but at least I'm not on my own. Hey, stop staring into space and get up already. And to think you were the one who was worried about being late. Okay, I get it. I'm coming. Okay. We quickly got off the bus, which stopped right in front of the school. Right. And then... Cool. I've seen this place countless times already, but still, it looks so big in person. Never thought a building could be so intimidating. Of course it's intimidating at first, but why should we worry? Besides, we can't just stand there forever. Come on. You can't just avoid everything you're afraid of. That makes you a scaredy cat. Is she seriously making me chase after her? Whatever, I guess she's right. I gotta face my fears head on. I took a few more seconds to take in the sight before me, but eventually, I braced myself and walked towards the front door. And just like that, I took my first step into Ceres Academy. Let me just adjust my wrist brace. Where on earth is Misaki? We only just got her and she's ran off already. I believe the entrance ceremony was in the gymnasium, so she's probably headed there. Then again, she probably doesn't even know that. I should go after her. I'm a bit nauseous. My nerves must be getting to me, right? What else could it be? I need to sit down. Immediately, even though the text is not immediate. Okay, cool. Save. Dreaming of the Seychelles Islands prologue. Cool art. It slightly reminds me of Persona. Persona 4 or 3. Well, either which. Huh? Where am I? I woke up under a bright fluorescent light, the smell of chemicals lingering in the air, although I couldn't tell what they were. Is that a pool? Everything felt unbalanced, as if I wasn't lying on a solid surface. The light was blinding. I couldn't make out a single thing around me. I tried to roll over on my side to get a better look at my surroundings, but as I did... Nice. In an instant, my whole body was submerged in the cold pool water. I quickly swam upwards, getting out of there as soon as possible. What the hell? Great, now everything's soaked. I looked around the surrounding area to get an idea of where I was, although the writing on the walls answered my question immediately. Oh, of course, I just arrived at Ceres Academy before I got sick, didn't I? I can vaguely remember that part, but why was I in the pool? Checked my bag to make sure my stuff hadn't gotten wet, but to my surprise, there's nothing in it. All my stuff's gone. I guess I should look around for a bit. There might be a clue as to why I'm here in the first place. Because I need time to dry off before I leave. So, welcome to Ceres Academy. You can keep this simple. You can walk around with your... Oh, cool. Heal each a turn. Press editor to interact with stuff. Okay, cool. Good luck. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh, that's a save point. That's the option. Do not quit. Alright. Q makes me move around, makes me look around. Alright. Okay, so controls can take a little bit of getting used to. Or maybe I'm the only one. Because I'm not familiar with this type of control scheme. Okay, where we go? I shouldn't leave just yet. I haven't looked around much. Alright. So we're supposed to look at the locker. These lockers are pretty big. Someone could easily fit inside. Either way, I shouldn't open random lockers. Oh wait, why is my mask there? There's more pull flows. They're just like the one I woke up on. They're my sworn enemies now. I've declared war on my pull float. Alright, cool. Okay. Nothing to say, I guess. Nothing to say as well. It's the pull float I woke up on. I'm still a bit embarrassed about falling into the water. Can I go now? I think I've looked around here enough. I don't see my stuff anywhere and there's nobody around. As far as I could tell, I passed out when I first entered Ceres Academy. I'm not sure why that happened, but it could have been just the stress getting to me. But that doesn't explain why I woke up in the middle of a pool. It seems like some sort of cruel prank, if anything. Misaki, she should be around here somewhere, right? The rest of the class is probably waiting for me. Whoa, where did you come from? Who, me? Yes, you. Who else would I be talking to? I was in one of those lockers over there. I'm not sure how I got there. Why didn't you say something earlier? I walked past the lockers multiple times. So I bet you saw me fall in the water, huh? That's pretty embarrassing. You fell in the water? What? Of course not. What gave you that idea? Now I'm just gaslighting this poor girl. So you woke up in a locker, right? That's what you said, or something like that at least. You know, you said you had no idea how you got there, remember? Oh, you're right. I suppose I did wake up in there. So do you remember what happened before that? I passed out when I got to school, and I woke up in the pool float. School? Yeah, Ceres Academy, the school where we seem to be right now, judging from their big "Welcome to Ceres Academy" text on the wall. Speaking of, what kind of school would put that up in the pool of all places? Wouldn't it make more sense for that to be at the entrance? Whatever, that's not the point. Do you remember how you passed out? It seems like she doesn't know, or she's just ignoring me. What about the last thing you remember before you passed out? I don't remember anything whatsoever from before this. What, like nothing? Absolutely nothing at all? How's that possible? From what I can gather, I seem to have generalized memory loss. Generalized? Okay. I can't remember anything from before this, and I'm having trouble retaining new information. That's odd, but the amnesia could be a side effect of passing out, but why would she have passed out as well? That's, too bad. I'm Mario, by the way. I don't think I've introduced myself. Nice to meet you, I suppose. I'd introduce myself in return, but you know. Alright, question mark. Wait, didn't you say you had trouble retaining your information? Aren't you just gonna forget my name in a minute? I did consider that, but I've got this notebook to write memos in. That could help me keep track of certain things. It was in the locker I woke up in, along with a pen. It's awfully convenient. That notebook looks a lot like the one I was writing my notes in earlier. And it was missing from my bag. Did that notebook have anything written in it? No, though there were some torn out pages. Why do you ask? It looks a lot like my notebook, that's all. Actually, there should be a way to check if it is. The tip of a pen usually leaves some kind of indentation on the page below it. If you look closely, you might be able to make out my writing. Oh, you're right. I could somewhat make out some writing about getting accepted into Ceres. I had a feeling that was my notebook, but who would tear out the pages? Why was it removed from my bag in the first place? Whatever, it doesn't matter if it was mine or not. It's yours now. After all, you need it way more than I do. Thanks. You're welcome, Oh yeah, you don't know your name, so I've got nothing to call you by. What if I give you a nickname until we get this all sorted out? It'd be difficult to talk if you don't even have a name. I don't see why not. What about Shiori? It's a bit of a play on the whole book thing. That works, thanks. She didn't even let me finish. Alright, Shiori, come with me, okay? We can look for the rest of the class. And we'll figure stuff from there. I guess this girl's tagging along for a bit, but I need to get to the gymnasium. I don't want to miss the entrance ceremony. Can I leave the pool? Press control to leave. Let me just save just in case. You know how these things are. Control. Would you like to leave? Yeah. Okay. I guess we should head towards the gymnasium. It shouldn't be that far away. Hi there, another tip from yours truly. Use the control button to view the map. It's pretty useful. Cool. Where am I? Pool. So down there is stuff. Door won't open. Okay. This isn't the gym. So there's no indicator on where I am. I'm kind of confused. But oh well. Door won't open. Oh. This looks like it is. Save just in case. This should be the gym, right? Yeah, it says gymnasium. I mean, it says so on the sign. Yeah, I know, right? It's locked. Fantastic. Crash. What was that? It sounded like it came from nearby. Okay, let's see where that came from. Nothing. If it's nearby, what is it? This door or something? That sound came from here. Against my better judgment, I cautiously opened the door to investigate. Oh, cool. What the? Seriously, look at what you did. What I did, you're the one that broke it, not me. I only broke it because you startled me. You snuck up on me. I didn't sneak up on you, you numbskull. You just didn't notice me. That's not my fault. Sorry, what on earth happened here? Huh? Who are you? Where did you come from? You're standing in front of the door. Where do you think she came from? Okay, good point. Did you guys break that screen over there? First of all, that's a smart board. And secondly, he's the one who broke it. Again, I only broke it because you scared me. So it's really your fault. It's not like I scared you on purpose. And you didn't have to freak out like that. Can you blame me? I woke up in some strange place I've never seen before and I suddenly heard somebody sneaking up on me. Of course I'm gonna run. And you didn't think to run towards the door instead of into a smart board? I just woke up, okay? My eyes are still adjusting. And I didn't run straight into it, I tripped. Platforms are really hard to run in. Why are you even wearing platforms at school? For the height? Okay, whatever. We currently have a bigger problem than a broken screen or platform shoes right now. Let's forget the difficult awakening and focus on the elephant in the room. Where are we? Why are we here? You, what do you know? Oh, not much, if I'm being honest. You guys both woke up in here, right? That's what I got from your conversation. That's right, the last thing I remembered before waking up was setting foot in the entrance hall. Everything after that is a blur. Okay, so you're in the same situation as me. You're both Ceres Academy students then. Yeah, I just got to school when I passed out. You think this is Ceres Academy? Do you have any reason to think otherwise? Someone wrote "Welcome to Ceres Academy" on the wall where I woke up, so... Okay, so it's more than likely Ceres Academy. Though the gymnasium was still locked when we tried to enter, so we either missed the opening ceremony or got there too early. Did you not see anybody around like students or teachers? Well, I woke up at the same place as Shiori, although I'm not sure where she went. I'm right here. I was waiting by the door. Oh yeah, this is Shiori and I'm Mari. We both woke up in the pool. In the pool? Not in the pool, like at the pool. Near the pool. Grammar fucking... Grammar asshole. I didn't want to bring it up earlier, but the clothes are kind of soaked. That's unrelated. So that's it, there wasn't anybody else around. I mean, we headed straight from the school to the gymnasium and then we came here when we heard the ruckus. We didn't get to see most of the building. So I guess we know basically nothing. It would help if you two introduce yourselves. You're right, we should probably get that over with. Hey Numbskull, you go first. Numbskull, I hope you know my name's June Takanaka. Ultimate idol. June, huh? June's technically a station name, but June sounds basically the same, so it doesn't really matter. You might have heard of me since I'm pretty famous. Although it's fine if you haven't, I don't want to come off as self-centered. I've only been famous for a short while, so you know, maybe it's better if you haven't heard of me. Can you make up your mind? Okay, look, I'm kinda basically famous. But it's not for me, not at all. People have been treating me differently since I became popular and it bothers me. This is Ceres Academy, June. There's bound to be some celebrities here. I don't think you have to worry about being treated differently. Alright, I guess I have no choice but to trust you on that. So as I was gonna say earlier, I became kinda famous overnight. But you're the ultimate idol, right? So you had to have been famous for at least a few months given the whole Ceres recruitment process. That's true, but still, it all happened so suddenly that I still haven't properly processed it. It all started when my friends took me to a J-pop concert and I accidentally ended up on stage. There is absolutely no way. I'm serious, that's what happened. How do you accidentally end up on a concert stage? Okay, fine, maybe it wasn't exactly accidental. Maybe I got peer pressured into jumping on stage. You let a bunch of girls peer pressure you into basically trespassing? How did you know my friends were all girls? You were at a J-pop concert. Besides, look at you. Anyways, I got dragged off stage but some talent scout bailed me out of trouble. Apparently I kind of had a general vibe of an idol or something. So he offered me a record contract. Seriously? Either you're the luckiest individual alive or you're messing with us. I'm not, and I wouldn't consider that lucky. Being an idol isn't all that cracked up to be. Okay, hold on. I haven't heard great things about the industry, but why wouldn't you just quit if you don't like being an idol? It's not that I don't like it, it's just a whole lot of pressure. Especially with how fast it all happened. But I'm still grateful. Fair enough, I guess. Is it my turn? My name's Yuka Akuroma. I'm the ultimate computer scientist. Science with computer. The ultimate computer scientist? What do you do? I scientifically dissect computers. I work on artificial intelligence. Yeah, that too. It's a bit difficult to explain, but I developed a large language model that revolutionized AI as a whole. I'm not planning on continuing my work, however. Technology is progressing far too rapidly as it is. If you're not gonna continue your work, then what the fuck are you gonna do? Besides, I've earned enough from my last project to be set for life. Oh, so you're gonna retire early, lucky. What's a large language model? I believe it's what chatbots run on. What she said, although it's not exclusive to chatbots since translation tools use them as well as an example. Although that stuff freaks me out, we've got enough going on in the world, we don't need a robot uprising in the mix. I don't think that's happening anytime soon. I wouldn't worry so much, we've still got ways to go before technology advances that far. Of course, having a robot or two to help me around the house would be helpful. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't look at me like that. I'm just wondering, how many companies have you sold the license to so far? One of them might be making robots with it already behind your back. It's only a couple of really big media companies, like the ones behind major search engines. There's not gonna be a robot uprising, numbskull. I know, that'd be crazy, but if there is one, I'm gonna hide in your house. They won't attack their creator. If I say so, but I'll kick you out if you don't do exactly as I say. You sure you're fine with being a butler or maybe a maid? Seriously, I'm better off being caught by the robots by at that point. Why are you two planning on an apocalypse right now? Don't we have other stuff to focus on? You make a good point, we shouldn't get sidetracked. There are probably others like us around, they might still be passed out. You said the gymnasium was locked, so the entrance ceremony probably isn't happening anytime soon. We should probably go look for everyone then, huh? Yeah, let's go do that. Oh, I can move now. And there's nothing here saying. Yeah. Nothing to investigate. Oopsie. So, where do we go now? Where to next? I guess I can just go about anywhere. Cool. Free for all. I'm not going in there. I'm a girl after all. Just checking. The hell? Is she sleeping while standing? How is that even possible? Do we wake her up? Of course we do. Wouldn't you want to be woken up if you were in her position? A public bathroom isn't exactly sanitary. Hey, wake up! What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy? You were asleep? No, I wasn't. I was wide awake. I was just resting my eyes for a bit. What the hell is this place? You're at Service Academy. We all passed. Oh, I'm at school. I thought I fell asleep at work again. Sleeping at school is not so bad. She can't be serious. Hey, get up. I wasn't finished talking to you. What is it now? Do you have any idea how you got here? And why were you standing upright? Oh, not really. I mean, I think I woke up earlier, but I fell asleep again as I was leaving. We're your classmates. All of us passed out on our way here, although we don't know much more than that. My classmates. In that case, I'm Siobhan Moore. I'm the ultimate employee. That's a general term. Employee? Employee of what? Good to meet you guys. So vague. The ultimate employee, that's a pretty broad description. I know, I don't really like the title either, but I don't care enough to do something about it. Not like there's any better alternatives. I've worked a lot of part-time jobs over the years. It's probably been about 5 years since I started working. And I've had about 57 different occupations in that time. Wow. 57, that's 50. A lot, I know. That's a new job basically every month, yeah. Give or take, at least keep in mind some of them probably overlapped. But why? Does it really matter why or how? They were all entry-level jobs that paid jack shit. It's impossible not to get hired for those. I only accepted the title because I could keep working while I get an education. But why switch jobs so often? Wouldn't it be more sense to just stick to one? I like to, but every place I've worked at seems to mysteriously go bankrupt soon after they hire me. It might just be a walking bad luck charm, but I can't really do that much about it. I still have to work. But I can't really do much about it, can I? I still have to work. Shouldn't cry over spilled milk, right? That's about all you need to know about me. I'm going to go back to sleep now. Alright. Siobhan doesn't seem like a bad person, although she is kind of intimidating. I get irritated if I don't sleep enough, so maybe she just needs a good night's rest. She went right back to sleep. But here... Okay. Oh my goodness. Jump scare me. I can't read that. Don't forget to wash your hands. Alright. Where to go now? Big door. This door doesn't seem to open. I mean, I could continue on, but I have to end it here because I have to prepare for work now. Ooh. Thank goodness this is, I can save now. So this is Danganronpa SE, whatever that means. Twilight of Ceres, or Jerry. If you want to try the game for yourselves, the links in the description. That was all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves. Cool so far. I mean, it's an introduction, it's a prologue, of course. We have to introduce our characters first. So far, so good.